Hi, I'm Libby Gibson, Town Manager. Welcome to What's Going On in Town Government. We are here at the Public Safety Building in the Community Room. We just finished our board meeting a bit early tonight. We had a very long bunch of meetings last week, so tonight was a bit light. Next week, probably not so light. So here is what we did tonight. We heard from our energy coordinator, Lauren Sinatra, who let us know of a grant award that we just received for solar at a solar project at the Surfside Wastewater Treatment Facility. $200,000 Lauren got us for that.
Is that?
That's huge.
That's
it's
a lot
big
of money.
Grant.
Do we know what we're going to do with it?
We're going to do a solar project at the treatment plant.
Is it 200,000 enough to
I guess.
All right, I'd like to know.
Do you know?
More
I don't
about
know
that.
everything. I don't know
that.
everything.
I can talk to Laura about it.
Yeah, Lauren.
That's it. I mean Lauren.
Yeah.
Laura Sinatra. Come on, you remember Laura? Laura's anyway. The daughter, isn't it? Laura.
I don't know.
Yeah. You don't
Anyway,
remember Frank?
yeah, I remember Frank. Of course, you know Lauren's related. She's related to him.
Well, are you sure?
Yes.
Or is that just?
No, she's got a. She can prove it.
Awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, she came in and told us about this great grant
Yeah,
award. So we heard about that. Oh, also I forgot to mention, I gave an announcement. We are having the first of at least 2, perhaps more, coastal resiliency workshops next Thursday, May 10th at 5 o'clock here in this room. If you are interested in coastal resiliency, please come. We are looking for public input. We are going to do a charrette-like process. A charrette is basically kind of gathering together in small groups with markers and maps, and it's a very working process. Mark up maps around the island. You think this is an important area, this isn't so much of an important area, things like that. And we're going to have our consultants here.
Wow.
And somebody from Coastal Zone Management will be here as well, although they are taking somewhat of a back seat right now for our workshops because they want our community to start making some decisions before they get involved. But anyway, it's a thing.
This is big.
Yeah, it's big.
Where is this group coming from, the consultants? Where are they?
Our consultants are called Malone and McBroom. They're out of Connecticut, but they have offices in Massachusetts, and they've done, this is one of their big things that they do, coastal resiliency plans.
They're going to be very busy in the near future.
Yes, I think they're pretty busy now. Anyway, okay, what else did we do tonight? We had a couple of business items. We talked about master planning for the town parks. So we have some funds that were appropriated at this past town meeting, 2018. And our plan is to merge them. We had 2 separate appropriations for parks planning, basically. So our idea is to merge them and do one big parks planning project. So we had some people here who were talking about, we need a park and rec department. We need to take better care of the fields. And I might have a little bit of an issue with some of the statements that were made, but overall, if the town wants to spend its allocated funds on parks and recreation, then we should do that. But we need to understand that that's probably going to require more funds than we currently have. So we're going to have to figure out where they're going to come from.
One of the coaches, Rich Brannigan, brought up a point that the fields need more attention. Do we actually, can we spend and keep, do we have to spend more money to keep those up?
Well, the fields right now, as I understand it, and I was talking to the DPW director today about that, they are being maintained. It's not like they're ignored. Maybe people don't like the pace at which they're maintained, or there was some talk about something's unsafe, but it was unclear what that was exactly. And it's a focus of DPW in the spring. It's spring now, and the weather has just started to become hopefully cooperative. So there's temperature issues and weather issues that have to be taken into consideration with this.
But getting back to the master plan, its focus seemed to be on Tom Nevers Park.
Well, the focus, there was a focus last fall on Tom Nevers Park. This would be a town-wide master plan, not just on Tom Nevers, but Tom Nevers will be, obviously, one of the parks that's looked at, as well as the fields. Yeah,
and we have some other groups that take care of our parks too, that already do that without the town paying for it, right? So like the Conservancy or the Nantucket Conservation Foundation, don't they take care of
Well, they own their own property that they take care of. Yeah, of course.
But those are like parks too.
Yes.
Those are considered parks.
Yeah,
they wouldn't be part of the master plan.
No. We're talking town-owned only.
Town-owned.
Town-owned. Town-owned.
Got it.
Yeah.
all right.
So we had some good discussion about that, and we talked about the scheduling of a fall special town meeting, primarily for marijuana. We have a moratorium on retail marijuana sales right now that goes through December 31st, 2018, and if we want to change our bylaw about zoning or regulate retail sales in some way, then we need to adopt a bylaw before the end of the year. So we're looking at fall to do that.
We didn't come up with a date yet.
We didn't come up with a date yet. We bandied about some dates, and we're going to come back with hopefully some more options next week. I didn't realize people wanted to start talking about doing town meeting on a Wednesday, but I guess they do. So I'll come back with some Wednesday suggestions. I just needed to double check. They threw out a new date that I hadn't really thought about yet, so I just got to make sure, my people are going to be
Is it special
around.
town meeting? What would that involve? Just the marijuana?
Well, the marijuana, and we talked about a couple of other things. We talked about getting planning in here next week to talk about the Old South Road Corridor project.
Bringing it back.
Well, bringing part of it back. I think that the board is interested right now on maybe trying to identify what the most pressing need would be in that area and putting that forward.
I would have a prediction that you are going to definitely have to deal with this in the fall. You're going to hear from people this summer about what's going on Old South Road. That's got to be addressed.
Right. Yeah. So we're going to have more of that discussion next week, and we're going to try to get people in. We wrote to some groups, so on the marijuana, we're really trying to get public input on what people think about it. Do they want the town to regulate it more? Do they want the town to consider a ban, which requires not only a town meeting vote, but a ballot vote? And there are other regulations they want to do with craft growers, and there's some other items. So the idea is to get some public input. We talked to the Chamber of Commerce today. They may be doing a forum that's chamber sponsored that they moderate to get public input. We're going to try to do one ourselves. And we've asked a number of groups, school committee, Board of Health, and others, if they have a position on this. If so, what is it? So we might try to get some of them, as many of them as possible, to our meeting next week to talk about that, if they're able to do that. And the board had some individual reports. They
some issue behind us?
No, I'm just seeing what that was, and now I know. The end of the meeting is reserved for board reports and comments, and so they had some of that. And at our meeting, so that was it. And at our meeting next week, right at the moment, we've not finalized our agenda yet, but we are so far, okay. So the Nantucket Center for Elder Affairs did a Elder Affairs assessment, Elder Affairs and Services assessment last fall, and issued a report at the end of the year. And we've been talking to them for a while now about getting them in to do a review with the board about their report. So they're going to come in next week and do that. I think the big takeaway there is they would like to seek a senior center, a new senior center. The current Saltmarsh Senior Center on Washington Street is old, it's outdated, it's too small, there's not enough parking. So they would like to seek a new one. And I think if we're going to embark on something like that, we want to make sure that it maybe is more comprehensive usage, perhaps a community center.
Yeah, or like a YMCA, huh?
Maybe,
I know,
Gina.
I'd love one. I think we could
That would be
use
pretty
one.
cool.
Bring the whole community in there to play basketball, have a gym, workout, all the facilities. Be wonderful.
Okay, let's not get too
They
carried
have
away.
one on Martha's Vineyard.
I'm sure they do. We can't have everything here.
I understand, but it's good for health.
Yeah, I agree. So anyway,
Yeah.
we're going to be talking about this. And Natural Resources is coming in to talk about the 2017 water quality testing results, which is an annual report. And I mentioned the special town meeting discussion again. So we're going to be doing those things. So those are the things that are happening. The Clean Team is meeting this week, this Saturday at 8 a.m. at Jetties, I believe, is their location. If you're interested in doing that, clean up trash for 1
Yes.
hour, Saturday morning, 8 to 9. And there's always if you want to go downtown, you can go to the Handlebar and clean up trash from there for an hour. Even half an hour, just give half an hour. And that's what's going on in town government.
That's about it, huh?
Well, no.
I'm glad we
That's
got
the tip of
this-
the iceberg.
That, of course.
But-
I'm glad we did this, Libby.
Yeah, we
can
wanted
get it
to,
on
we
right away.
wanted to crank this out, didn't we?
Yep,
So we don't have to do it tomorrow or Friday.
Friday,
Because I got a
exactly.
crazy day tomorrow. Today was crazy too. I turned my computer on at whatever time I got to work, like 7:45, and checked my email for maybe 20 minutes, and then I went into meetings, and I didn't check it again until like 5.
that many, wow. So much is going on.
So many emails came in, even
It's
in
so
the time.
busy, isn't it?
So busy.
It's so busy.
But it's a beautiful day, though.
Yes.
It's got
And
a
then, you
little
know,
warm
it's definitely
out.
bringing people up, thank
Oh,
goodness.
yeah, yeah,
That's a good thing.
yeah.
Anyway.
I could say more about what it brings up, but I won't. So I'll tell you later.
Okay.
It's nothing bad.
It's all
just
good?
It's just funny. It's all good. Oh, if
All
we're on
right.
Nantucket, it's all good. And if you don't think it's all good here, then okay. Thanks very much. See you next time.